All right, we're taking a look at Silent Night, doing it in a chord melody style. I'm using this song because it's in the key of C. It's completely diatonic, and you probably already have it in your head. So that's a fabulous place to start with chord melody. So the first chord melody style we used in the last video was just in open position while playing rhythm at the same time, always stopping to pick at the melody. I'm sort of swinging it a bit, and so on, right? That's first chord melody style. The next one is just a simple a triadic style, simple triad, C, E, G, right? And in order to do this, I have to take it up an octave, and that's another reason that this key works really well, because I can take that lower one up an entire octave, and I don't end up somewhere out, in outer space trying to play that an octave higher. Okay, so that's the first one. Now, I just want to do another simple arrangement, just winging a simple arrangement here. And the idea is to use chords that are a little bit more complex sounding. So when I say more complex sounding, I mean in the case of a C major chord, I'm going to rather than play a C triad, C, E, G, right? Rather than play a C triad, I'm going to play a C major 7 chord. And this chord has 4 different notes in it: C, E, G, and B. Right, and you can hear that B. And I still try to keep the melody on top. And then I'm going to go up to the G, but rather than play sort of a simple G, I'm going to go play a G9. And then use a diminished. Okay, so. And then we'll go to C here. I'm going to play, this is a C6-9, right? I think. Yes, it is. Where do I come up with that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? Okay, and so now we have. Here comes that 9. 6, 9. And the same idea, right? I'm just staying in the one place. There it is, F major 7, and it's all these chords are diatonic, right? According to the scale, except they're just a little more rich because they're more complex because they're 4-note chords. Let's just do that same one, or we could do this one. Back to that 9. C major 7. And here we go. Let's do 13. Flat 9. Flat 9. And then C. Or go down here. All right. So I think you get the idea. I'm just going to go through these chord types one more time, the inventory of the chords here. C major 7 down here. And then we have that G9 to the diminished, or the, yeah, you could call it other things like a flat 9. That's 6/9. Same idea there. It's just like a stacked 4 chord. And then F. This chord ends up being an F as well, and I won't get into it. Here's an F major 7. And you can just play the top 3 strings. F. The idea here is to keep it easy and accessible. How about 3 diminished chords? And then flat 9. Okay, and now, if I was playing something like this and I wanted to build an arrangement, I'd put something at the beginning, whatever. So I'm going to make something up. Here's my beginning. Here's my intro. Okay, I mean, there's a bazillion things you could do. You can play it like a jazz waltz. Okay, yeah, you get the idea. Put anything in front of it. Like, I mean, just whatever. It can be a simple beginning too. We could do something as simple as a C, F major, M minor, there's 100 things you could do, right? But just put something at the beginning of it so it starts to sound like an arrangement, right? And the same thing goes for the ending. If you want to do an ending, here's an ending. So let's start on the G, the sort of the let's see. And I'm just going to play a chord that's a semitone up. Right? So I'm just playing a D major, a D flat major, which is a semitone above C. These are all just D flat. And then I resolve down to the C major 7. So now I'm starting to build a little bit of an arrangement with Silent Night. If I spent a fair amount of time on this, my teachers in the past, for instance, would suggest hours, to spend an hour or 2 or 3 hours and come up with an arrangement. But I'm just giving you some quick ideas when it comes to songs that aren't jazz tunes, that you're not modulating, changing keys over and over again. It leaves you a lot of latitude to do really fun and pretty things. And so I challenge you to try this out, to play it in a chord melody style. And don't forget that underneath C major scale. You get the idea, right? So don't divorce the chords and the melody from the scales that are sitting underneath. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks for stopping by, and Merry Christmas.